The Legacy Sports Network presents Greater Houston Area High School Baseball. Today's game is brought to you by Texan Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram GMC Buick. We hear you. Also brought to you by Brant and Jen Stogner, attorney-at-law. Top Dog Fireworks, say it with a boom. Mr. Gaddy's Pizza, the best pizza in town. Honest. DeRoche Partners, we create partnerships of trust from which everyone prospers. United Community Credit Union, be united. And by Mr. Electric, we've got the power to make things better. Now it's time to go to the ballpark.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Clear Falls Knights baseball here on the Legacy Sports Network. Ryan Gentile here as the Clear Falls Knights play Game 2, the rubber match, against the Dickinson Gators in this 24-6A matchup. It's a cloudy day, lots of overcast here today. Hopefully, it's a couple of sprinkles coming in, but hopefully no rain for the rest of the day, as the rain is supposed to be coming in tomorrow. But it's a very special night here tonight at the ballpark because it is one of my favorite nights that I get to see and broadcast the last 5 or now 6 years is Little League night. It is Little League night here at Clear Falls High School, and there is a swarm of Little League kids just all over the place having the time of their lives. We got kids doing cartwheels and maybe trying to do a backflip. I don't know what he was trying to do, but these kids, man, it's like the big leagues for them, man. They come and it's where they want to be one day. They want to be on this field playing in high school and have a chance to go to the playoffs and maybe fight for a district title or even a state title. And so it's always fun seeing all the excitement that these kids get to have here tonight. So it is Little League night. So the Clear Falls Knights come into today's game sitting at 4-6 overall, and they are 4-6 in district play, 12-14 overall, taking on the Dickinson Gators, who are 7-3 and 16-6-1 overall. Right now, Dickinson, with their win on Tuesday night, they ended up winning that game 10-3 over the Knights in a very rough matchup here. The Clear Falls took a quick 1-0 lead after a double by Justin Pitcher, and then he later came to score. But it was the third inning that really got away from the Knights as the Clearbrook Wolverines the Dickinson Gators. Sorry, again, guys, called their games for 5 years. Got to get used to that. But the Dickinson Gators had a big third inning there as they ended up just going and just having themselves a big third inning here, as I'm looking at my wrong notes here. So that is why. 7 runs in the bottom of that third inning for the Dickinson Gators, and the big inning was basically started by Christian Munoz, who hit a 2-run home run in the third inning, and then the Gators ended up batting around, and then what ended up happening was he hit another 2 RBI double, I believe, 2 RBI single, but either way, he scored 4 of those 7 runs in that third inning, and like we said, the big one was a 2-run home run that got that thing started that gave, at the time, the Gators a 2-1 lead. And then Clear Falls did manage to get a few runs back, but then in the bottom of that same 5th inning, the Dickinson Gators got 3 runs. So they pretty much put the game away at that point. Clear Falls had 4 times they had a 3-up, 3-down situation, and that was in the 1st, 3rd, 4th, and 6th inning. So just not a lot of offense for the Clear Falls Knights, as they were just kind of stifled by Chadwick, who was on the mound for the Gators, and it's going to be another tough matchup tonight for the Clear Falls Knights, as it's going to be Isaac Ramirez on the mound tonight, where I heard he throws up pretty much low 90s, up to 92 miles an hour. So big fastball from the little flamethrower. So a tough matchup here, but for the Clear Falls Knights, the playoffs are still in the picture, though. Deer Park and Clear Springs played last night, actually, so they're not playing today. And Clear Springs ended up winning that game, so that actually drops Deer Park to 6-6 now. So if Clear Falls can pick up a win tonight, they are 100% in the playoff hunt. However, even if they lose, they still have an outside chance, but they would have to sweep Clear Lake next week, so that's going to be the big thing there. And we believe, I think Deer Park is playing Clear Creek, I believe, next week. So either way, it's going to be a tough matchup, and they're getting ready to do some announcements for the Little League night. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a quick timeout. When we come back, we'll have our interview with Coach Flores talking about the game and kind of what Little League night means to him, and then we'll come back with your starting lineups right after this as the Dickinson Gators are in town to take on the Clear Falls Knights, and we'll be back right after this.
DeRoche Partners, LLP, located in Houston and Dallas, offers a complete range of tax assurance and consulting services to a diverse portfolio of clients. Their team is dedicated to the highest ethics of our profession with a commitment to excellence. This is accomplished by putting an emphasis on providing superior professional services specifically tailored to meet the needs of our clients. DeRoche Partners aim to provide valuable insight, effective solutions, and maintain long-lasting business relationships. Their high recruiting standards and culture of excellence is uncommon and unrivaled. They want to wish all the student athletes good luck. Visit DeRoche Partners on the web at dpllp.cpa.
I'm back here with the head coach of the Clear Falls Knights, Coach Gene Flores. So, Coach, tough loss against Dickinson on Tuesday night. That third inning just kind of got away from you guys, giving up a big inning. Managed to get a few runs back, but just couldn't pull off the comeback. What was the message to the guys?
You know, the message is like it's been all year. Stop giving up the big inning. That's been what's killed us all year. And it just seems that when you look back at our losses, it's the big inning. The big inning's killing us. So obviously we got to minimize the big inning and giveaways versus takeaways. I've been saying it every week. We got to raise the number of takeaways and lower the number of giveaways.
So Deer Park plays last night. They lose, so that gives you all a fighting chance, win or lose here today. Obviously, I know you want the win. So with that being the case, what's kind of been the message to the team and the boys that, coming into this game against Dickinson?
They know we got to win 3 to have a chance. It's not impossible, but I told them we got to start with 1. We can't look down the road. We got to take this one tonight and one game at a time from there.
All right, and as I look around, a lot of Little League kids here today, so it's Little League night, one of my favorite nights to broadcast when the little kids get a chance to walk out onto the field. So what does this mean to you to see when the kids come out and get a chance to run out on the field with these guys?
Future nights in the making here. That's what I love. And you know, again, we try to get the community involved and get the kids started at a young age, and it's probably the best night of my career.
Love it. Thank you, Coach, for your time, and good luck tonight.
Thank you.
That's the head coach of the Clear Falls Knights, Coach Flores, and we'll be back right after this.
Hello, I'm Dr. Steve Hotze. Are you sick and tired of being sick and tired? Are you fed up with your doctor giving you drugs simply to mask your symptoms rather than treating the cause? As you age, I believe you should be brimming with energy, vitality, and enthusiasm for life. The Hotze Health and Wellness Center treats individuals from all over the country and world in an environment of extraordinary hospitality. We specialize in the treatment of allergies, yeast, replenishing natural hormones, vitamin and mineral supplementation, and a healthy eating lifestyle, all of which boost your immune system, increase your energy level, and your health span. If you'd like to obtain and maintain health and wellness naturally without pharmaceutical drugs, then contact one of our wellness consultants today at 281-698-8698 or visit hotzehwc.com and request a free copy of my best-selling book, Hormones, Health, and Happiness.
You know, to mentor a child, you don't have to be the most talented person in the world. To prove that point, we're here with 3 real-life mentors who are going to sing for us. Hit it, guys.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
Thanks, guys. That was awful. As you can see, you don't have to be perfect to mentor a child. You just have to be yourself, which, by the way, is pretty good.
Excuse me, we don't think we nailed it that time. Can we try it again?
Not a chance. Do good. Mentor a child. Call Save the Children toll-free at 1-877-BA-MENTOR. 1-877-BE-A-MENTOR.
A message brought to you by Save the Children and the Ad Council.
All right, back here at Clear Falls High School, where the Knights take on the Dickinson Gators in this 24-6A matchup. Brian Gentile here for the Legacy Sports Network. Thank you for tuning in this evening. And with 3 games left to go, Clear Falls obviously would love a 3-game winning streak. More than likely that will give them a good chance to get that 4th and final playoff spot. Even with a loss here today, they still have an outside chance, with Deer Park losing on last night to Clear Spring. So Deer Park now sits at 6-6 in that 4th and final playoff spot. Clear Lake right now 1 game behind them at 5-6. They're taking on Clear Brook this evening, and then Clear Creek takes on Brazos Wood, who also sits at 4-7. So it's been an interesting year. I've been calling in this district for the last, this is going on my 6th year, and I think this is the most congested I have ever seen this district for this deep into the playoffs, this deep into district play. Usually you see a little bit of separation by week, 2 or 3, but man, it has been this way from the very beginning, when every single team split the series that first week, and you think to yourself, whew, man, this is going to be a very interesting year in 24-6A when it comes to baseball. So as we mentioned, Clear Creek right now sits at top at 9-2. Dickinson looking to maintain pace with them. They sit at 8-3. They're second in district play. They're looking for their first district title since 2019. Clear Spring 7-5, as we just mentioned. Deer Park 6-6, and Clear Lake 5-6, and then with Clear Falls and Brazos Wood at 4-7. Clear Brook rounding out the district at 2-9. All right, so coaches are talking at home plate right now with the umpires. So what we'll do is we're gonna have the starting and lineup announcements here, but with it being Little League night, we're gonna keep it on the air because our guy Perry to my right over here is gonna be doing a great job with that. So we're gonna have him be on the air as he laughs, and he gets to be on the air. So we're gonna throw it to our PA announcer, Perry.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Little League night here at the Castle at Clear Falls High School. We'll begin by introducing the visiting Dickinson Gators. Leading off, playing third base, number 7, Christian Munoz. Batting second, playing shortstop, number 9, Sebastian Larios. Batting third and pitching, number 14, Isaac Ramirez. Batting fourth, playing right field, number 4, Aiden Edison. Batting fifth and catching, number 11, Diego Silva. Batting sixth, playing left field, number 3, Brady Chadwick. Batting seventh, playing second base, number 13, Cash Hildebrand. Batting eighth and DHing for the center fielder, who is number 1, Anthony Monsievos, is number 5, Chris Jackson. And batting ninth, playing first base, is number 10, Lorenzo Aguirre. The Dickinson Gators are coached by head coach Mike Schwager, assistant coach Kenneth Allison. The Diamond Angels are Molly Harmon. Student trainers are Rose Hernandez and Naomi Marquez. And now for the starting lineup for your Clear Falls Knights.
Bring them out, bring them out, bring them out. It's hard to yell when the barrel's in your mouth. Come on. Bring them out, hey. Bring them out, yeah.
Playing right field, number 4, Ryder Chilton from Bayside Area Little League. Playing center field and batting fourth from NASA Little League is number 22, Justin Pitcher. Actually, I made a mistake earlier. I announced right field to the left field, so we will fix that now. Playing right field from Bayside Area Little League is number 9, batting 8, Logan Guthrie. And once again, that was playing left field from Bayside Area Little League, number 4, Ryder Chilton. Circle back to the infield at first base from Bayside Area Little League, number 24, Everett Peterson. Playing second base from Bayside Area Little League, number 2, Marshall Griffin. Playing shortstop from Bayside Area Little League, number 23, Tony Churka. Playing third base from Bayside Area Little League, number 17, Kyle Narvaez. Behind the plate from Bayside Area Little League is number 1, Aubrey Frock. And on the mound, from League City, number 7, Cameron Kern. Batting 5th in his position as DH is from League City, Little League, number 11, Caden Calderoni. The Clear Falls Knights are coached by the head coach from Del Rio American Little League, Glenn Flores. His assistant coaches from League City, Little League is Tyler Zarella. Also from League City is Gustavo Valdez. And from Wisconsin Little League is Parker Zipke. Also helping the coach from Bayside Area Little League is Charlie Malden. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you would stand, and gentlemen, remove your hats as we have our playing of our national anthem and introducing the JROTC Color Guard. The Color Guard is commanded by Commander Sergeant Major Tegan Gregory. Carrying the state flag is Lieutenant Colonel Daniel Carter III. The cards are Cadet Benjamin Blanco and Sergeant Scarlett Gehring. Please remain standing at attention until the flags have left the field.
All right, there is your national anthem and your starting lineup. So we'll take one more quick 30-second timeout, and when we come back, we'll have the first pitch between Dickinson Gators and the Clear Falls Knights.
If you're tired of sorting through online directories and classified ads to find your perfect home, look no further than Elio Alanis and his team with the Alanis Real Estate Group. Elio is a local real estate agent in Houston and also a CE King alum, and he just wants to help you find the perfect home for your family. Ditch the stress of going to viewing after viewing only to be let down. Connect with Elio Alanis and the Alanis Real Estate Group. Go to wearehtx.com to learn more. The Alanis Real Estate Group, we are real estate.
Very nice job there, young man. You've got a future in the test box. Sounds like.
All right, we're back here at Clear Falls High School, a.k.a. the Castle, as the Knights take on the Dickinson Gators in this 24-6A matchup. Brian Gentile here as the Little Leaguers run off the field, and at the time of their lives, they were throwing their gloves in the air, having some fun after that national anthem. Cool thing to see there. With all the Little League players just standing out in the outfield and in the infield, just fun night as they slowly file their way out, as they make their way into the stands. And we got a packed house here tonight, as we usually do when you have a Little League night. You got all the family and all the kids and the brothers and the sisters and cousins and aunts and uncles, you name it. Everybody's here tonight. Good turnout from the Dickinson side as well, because it's only a 5-10 minute drive. Great thing about this district, most of these schools are all right next to each other, so that makes it a little bit easier for the travel. So you get a little bit better turnout when you're, quote unquote, on the road in these baseball games here at the high school level. So Cameron Kern, as it was announced, is the starting pitcher tonight. Farrak is behind the plate for him. You're going to have Peterson at first base, Griffin at second, Narvaez at third, Churka at shortstop, and then left to right in your outfield is going to be Chilton, pitcher, and Guthrie. And then it's going to be Munoz, Larios, and Ramirez leading things off here for the Dickinson Gators. Christian Munoz is the one who had the massive game. He was 3 for 3 with two, and he was 3 for 3 in the game. We had 4 RBIs, a hit by pitch, a walk. He scored 2 runs, and out of those 4 RBIs, he had a 2-run home run in that third inning that gave, at the time, the Gators that 2-1 lead over the Knights. And then later in that same inning is when he had a 2 RBI single to score 4 of those 7 runs. So he had himself quite a game on Tuesday night. The wind has been whipping around all day today. We had a bubble and kite day at my kid's school not too far from here, and the wind was just everywhere. So it looks like the wind is still picking up here as the first pitch is going to be taken outside for a ball. And so the wind playing a factor Tuesday night's game. I feel like the wind's going to play a factor in tonight's game as well. And first pitch is going to, or not first pitch, second pitch gets past Churka on a line drive, gets all the way to the fence as pitcher dove for it, trying to stop it. Either way, Munoz was going to have a double, and that is now 5 straight at-bats that he has been on base going back to Tuesday night. So leadoff double for the Gators.
Number 9, Sebastian Larios.
All right, so Sebastian Larios, he was 1 for 4 with the walk and 2 runs scored. He's showing bunt immediately, but pulls back, and a curveball is taken for strike 1. Munoz was well off the bag at second base. Frock thought about throwing it down, decided not to. So Kern set in the stretch, looks over at second base, looks at him again. And the bunt is popped up, and Narvaez, this time he's able to make the catch.
Nice diving play there by the third baseman, Kyle Narvaez.
Yeah, Narvaez. So he had a couple of times in Tuesday night's game where a bunt was popped up, but the way the ball was popped up, it started having like a back tailspin where it would go up, and then it just started tailing away from Narvaez. And twice he took a sprint trying to get to that ball, and he could not do it. This time, though, he was able to lay out and make a great snag for the first out. So now it's going to be Isaac Ramirez looking at a curveball that misses inside. Ramirez was 3 for 4 with an RBI and 2 runs scored in Tuesday's contest. He'll be on the mound tonight, as we mentioned, or as we were told. Throws 92, so he has a little bit of a cannon of an arm there. So we'll see how the Knights do tonight as that pitch is swung on and missed, and it's going to even things up at 1 apiece. Clear Falls in their home white pants with the green stripe down the side, wearing their green jerseys with the word Falls across the chest in white lettering with the numbers on the bottom left-hand side. White number on the back as that pitch misses outside. Wearing the white caps with the green brim and the green CF in Old English-looking letters on the front of the cap. The jersey of Kern was whipping around a minute ago as the flags are whipping around back and forth in the outfield. Kern set at the stretch for a long time. Here's a 2-1, popped up in foul territory, and this will get out of play. So Munoz doing a lot of dancing over off of second base, kind of faking like he's going to go. We've seen Frock throw out a number of batters trying to steal either second or third. He has an arm on him. But count evened up at 2 apiece right now with 1 out, runner at second after the leadoff double by Christian Munoz. Curveball just barely got contact on it to stay alive at 2-2. Dickinson wearing their white pants with the blue stripes down the side, and then they're wearing their road blue jerseys with the word Gators across the chest, number on the bottom left-hand side, under Gators, and white numbering on the back. They're wearing their blue ball caps with the letter D and white lettering in the front, as this is a shot to the left side past the diving Churka. Munoz is rounding third. Throw is cut off on home, and Dickinson takes a quick 1-0 lead after the RBI single by Isaac Ramirez. Yeah, Churka was trying to keep Munoz close to second, so he was playing closer to the bag. And Ramirez just hit a rocket right to the right of Churka, where he just tried to make a diving attempt to the ball, but it was hit too fast for him to even put a
Stepping into
glove
the
on it.
right-handed batter's box for the Dickinson Gators is the right fielder, number 4, Aiden Edison.
All right, so Edison in Tuesday's contest was 1 for 3, hit by a pitch and a run scored. And now with 1 out and a 1-0 lead for the Gators, he's going to step to the plate, and we'll see if a bunt is on. It's not. He swings and misses at the breaking ball for strike 1. Narvaez was coming in on the grass, possibly anticipating a bunt. Kern looked over to first, comes set at the buckle, snap throw to first, but not in time. We've seen Kern numerous times make those snap throws to first base. Trying to catch the courtesy runner off guard. Curveball came in, thought it might have almost clipped Edison. It did not, though. And it's going to be Dunham courtesy running at first base for Ramirez, the pitcher. 1-1 is a liner, but right off the glove of Narvaez. I think he got fooled. It looked like a little bit of a knuckleball shot. He started to break in thinking it was going to float a little bit closer to him. It just kept on going, though, and he threw his glove up at the, and he had it. It just hit off the tip of the glove. Yeah, he just got a little too antsy and just mistimed the jump there, so Edison is on with the single.
That brings to the plate the catcher, number 11, Diego Silva.
All right, so the catcher, Diego Silva, to the plate, 1 for 2 with 2 RBIs, a walk, and a strikeout in Tuesday's contest. And he looks at a pitch high for ball 1. Narvaez playing in on the grass, as that pitch is going to miss the outside part of the zone, and it's going to make the count 2-0. Kern set at the stretch, looks at second, and his pitch is going to miss inside, so 3 straight pitches miss the zone for a 3-0 count here to the catcher, Silva. .30 pitch down the middle is taken for strike 1. Didn't think you would see Silva with the green light there. We'll see how aggressive Kern is here with this pitch here to Silva with runners at first and second and 1 out. Dickinson with a quick 1-0 lead. The blooper to the right side is going to get into the outfield to Guthrie. They're going to keep the runner at third, though, as Guthrie does have an arm. We've seen him make a couple of great throws from right field. And that is 3 straight singles now for the Dickinson Gators to load the bases. And that will bring up the pitcher from Tuesday night's contest, now playing left field tonight, Brady Chadwick. Chadwick went 1 for 4 with an RBI and a run scored. And now Frock is going to go out and have a conversation with Kern. All right, so long conversation here between Frock and Kern about how they want to approach this situation with Chadwick. And we do have a
now batting for the
courtesy
Dickinson
runner.
Gators is the left fielder, number 3, Brady Chadwick. Courtesy running at first base is number 8, Caden Harris.
Yeah, so Harris is courtesy running. As Silva being the catcher, they're going to keep him and Ramirez off the base paths. All right, so bases loaded, 1 out here in the top of the first inning. And first pitch to Chadwick goes right off of Narvaez as it was a line shot right at him. 1 run will score. Runner from second comes around and scores easily, and it is now 3-0. the Dickinson Gators after the RBI single by 2 RBI single by Brady Chadwick. All right, so I'll bring up the lefty, Cash Hildebrand, playing
Stepping into
second
the
tonight for the
left-handed batter's
Gators.
box for the Dickinson Gators is the second baseman, number 13, Cash Hildebrand.
So Hildebrand 0 for 1 had 3 walks, RBI, a run scored, and a strikeout. So Narvaez, the ball is finding him so far in this first inning. And that's going to be fouled off out of play over the dugout on the third base side where the Knights sit.
I know that I didn't want to try to look. I didn't knew they were all taking back.
So the righty current comes set, looking at the lefty. Hildebrand will look at second, and his pitch is going to be taken for strike 2.
That's the one you want, player. Here we go. Waking up and then getting triangle.
0-2 count here to Hildebrand. Snap throw to first is going to get away from Peterson, so runners will advance. Guthrie coming in from right field to make sure it doesn't get away. So they were probably trying to catch the runner at first off guard, and it was just a low throw there by Kern to advance the runners. So that's going to be an error on the pitcher. And so now 2 runners in scoring position, second and third for the Gators with only 1 out. Infield will come in. That pitch misses down and in. It's going to be a ball. The 1-2 pitch is going to be chopped up the middle. Griffin was there. Throw to first is going to be not in time as the run will score. Griffin with his hands on his head in disbelief, thinking he got him by about a step, and Flores is going to come out and have a conversation. He can't believe it there. So it was hit up the middle. It hit off of Kern's glove. Like just barely, I think, caught it. Enough to slow it down for Griffin to get over to his right. With the infield in, it was a unique angle. And now Coach Flores is going to call time and want to have a conversation with his infield. So clearly, Flores' conversation isn't going to change anything. No appeal to the home plate umpire or anything of that nature. Hildebrand was hustling down the line. It was a very close play, but it looked like the throw beat him by about a half a step, if not a little bit more. But again, we've talked about this the last number of games. When there are only 2 umpires, the field umpire will set up on the first base line, but once runners are on base, he's in the field behind the pitcher. So the angle that he's at, he can't really see it all that well.
Designated hitter, number 5, Chris Jackson.
And that sometimes is a huge factor. And it looked like it was there too, where he just didn't have the right angle to really see it. But now runners on the corners with 1 out, and that's going to bring up the designated hitter, Chris Jackson. He was 0 for 2 in Tuesday's contest as the designated hitter. Pitch is outside for a ball.
They had some of them up there, but it goes back to...
Narvaez in on the grass, middle infield in, double play depth. Looking to turn 2 here and get out of this inning. Foul down the third base line. So I'll even the count at 1 apiece. Kern set at the buckle. Here comes the 1-1, and the curveball misses inside to Jackson. Kern trying to get that curveball to break just before the plate as the ball's coming right at that right-handed hitter. But he just could not get it to catch the zone in time. It's a 2-1 count. Kern looked over to first. Now he's going to come set at the buckle. Looks at third. Snap throw to first again, but not in time.
Well, you were in the back front of the yeah, it's like
I've got another son. Benjamin, he's 2.
it starts with Are you asking mom tonight?
Here's a 2-1. Curveball, and this one's foul. Woo. Right near his head coach at third base. He had to lean back a bit. I mean, that baseball might have gave him a little bit of a shave. Well, yeah, head coach doesn't have any facial hair, but if he did, it might have came off. That ball was zoomed right by his face. Did a little Matrix-style lean back. All right, 2-2 count, though, here to the DH Jackson. He's DHing tonight for the center fielder, Monsiváis, who batted 9th in Tuesday's contest. 2-2. Fly ball, left center field, going back. His pitcher looking up and off the top of the wall. 1 run will score. And Jackson is in with a stand-up RBI double. So Hillebrand did not score as he was taking his time. He had to make sure that ball was not caught as pitcher was making an effort for it. But that ball just kept on carrying, and it hit right off the top of this really tall wall that is all around the outfield.
First baseman, number 10, Lorenzo Aguirre.
Jackson did not miss a home run by much, probably only missed it by about 3 or 4 feet. And we mentioned that wind has been whipping around a little bit. So now infield in once again with 1 out, runners at second and third. Curveball goes behind the back of the 9-hole hitter. The runner will score from third on the wild pitch. So Lorenzo Aguirre is the hitter. He did not play in Tuesday's contest. And it is now a 6-0 lead for the Dickinson Gators.
6 up first inning.
Infield remains in with the runner advancing to third on the wild pitch. Pitch is going to miss high for ball 2. Two O's going to be popped up over our heads. Everybody yelling heads up there as the practice football field, the soccer field is just behind us over to our right. 2-1 count here to the 9-hole hitter. Catches his own, evens things up at 2 apiece. Aguirre did not like that kind of lean back, did not like the call. Or maybe he thought, oh man, did not guess right on whatever pitch that was. He was probably thinking more of a fastball. Here comes the 2-2. Breaking pitch, that misses the top of the zone. Didn't miss by much, Frock framing it, but could not get the call. So count is full. Infield remains in with the runner at third. Swing and a miss, and Aguirre goes down on strikes for the second out.
And that takes us back to the top of the order with the third baseman, number 7, Christian Munoz.
All right, so Munoz is going to be intentionally walked. And hard to not do that here as the pop in the bat with the double that led off this ball game, and he later scored.
That brings to the plate the shortstop, number 9, Sebastian Larios.
All right, so Larios, he grounded out to Narvaez at third earlier in this inning. So Kern looking around, he looked at second. He was looking at second a lot in this inning so far, and his curveball is going to be taken for strike 1. Yeah, he looked at second base thinking somebody was there. They're not. They're on the corners, first and third. But with 2 outs here, and it's going to, as they turned over the lineup, Everybody's batted around. Now it's Larios again, and he's going to check his swing on the breaking ball. That's down and away. Runner was going to second, and Frock popped up to throw the ball, but it slips out of his hands as he was not able to make a throw. So that's a stolen base for Munoz.
You're distracting people watching the game, son.
All right, so count's going to be 1-2. Curveball is fouled off out of play. Over the first base dugout and hits off like a little shed over there. So long exchange here between Kern and Frog. Now he's set in the stretch. Here's the 1-2. Fastball yanked outside. Evens things up at 1 apiece, or 2 apiece. Two on the way from Kern with runners at second and third. Is swung on and missed in the dirt. And the ball got kicked around, but Frock able to find it and throw it to complete the out and get out of this inning. So the Dickinson Gators bat around, managed to score 6 runs, leave 2 runners stranded, and we will move to the bottom of the first inning with Dickinson leading 6-0.
Hello, this is Dr. Steve Hotze. Do you struggle with joint pain? Is your joint pain making your everyday activities a chore? You may have been told that surgery is your only option. God has given your body an amazing ability to heal itself. At the Hotze Health and Wellness Center, we can help your body tap into this ability, providing you with regenerative joint therapy so you can live pain-free. Call 281-698-8698 to schedule your free consultation. Imagine living pain-free without the need for joint replacement surgery. Our team at the Hotze Health and Wellness Center can offer you a natural approach to resolving your joint pain using regenerative joint therapy that promotes healing. Call the Hotze Health and Wellness Center now at 281-698-8698 to schedule your free consultation. That's 281-698-8698. Say goodbye to joint pain and get your life back. 281-698-8698.
Once again on the mound for the Dickinson Gators is number 14, Isaac Ramirez. And behind the plate is number 11, Diego.
All right, 6-0 here in the bottom of the first inning. Dickinson leading. Here's the starting lineup for your Clear Falls Knights. Leading off is going to be the catcher, number 1, Aubrey Frock. He'll be followed by the shortstop, number 23, Tony Churka. Third baseman, number 17, Kyle Narvaez in the third spot. Cleaning up tonight is the center fielder, number 22, Justin Pitcher. DHing tonight is number 11, Caden Calderon. He's DHing tonight for the pitcher, Cameron Kern. Batting in the 6th spot is the left fielder, number 4, Ryder Chilton. In the 7th spot will be the second baseman, number 2, Marshall Griffin. Batting 8th is going to be the right fielder, number 9, Logan Guthrie. And rounding out the lineup for your Clear Falls Knights is going to be the first baseman, number 24, Everett Peterson. Isaac Ramirez on the mound for the Dickinson Gators. Silva behind the plate. Aguirre at first base, Hildebrand at second, Munoz at third, Larios at shortstop, and then left to right in your outfield is going to be Chadwick, Monsivallez, and Edison. All right, so after a 6-run inning for the Dickinson Gators, it's now the Knights' turn.
From Bayside Area Little League is the catcher, number 1, Aubrey Frock.
Well, the one thing you could look at is going down 6-0 in the first inning is you have plenty of time to try to chip away and get some runs in, but it's going to be a tough task here against a guy who could throw 92. Frock was 0 for 3 with an RBI and a strikeout in Tuesday's contest. The Knights batted only .217 in that game, struck out 8 times, and only had 4 walks compared to Dickinson, who hit .448, had 6 walks, left 9 runners on base.
He's all right.
All right, so Frock in now, ready to take on Ramirez, and the first pitch is going to catch the zone for strike one. That pitch misses outside. Frock even shaking his head, knowing, nope, that's not a strike. So down 6-0. Falls just looking to chip away here if they can, or put together a big inning. And there's a good way to start it off as Frock gets on with a single hit right off the glove of Larios at shortstop.
Nice base hit by Aubrey Frock there to the left side and brings to the plate the shortstop, number 23. From Bayside area Little League, Tony Churka.
Yeah, so you can't score 6 runs in one at bat. You got to get runners on base, and that's a good way to get things started. And so now Churka 1 for 3 from Tuesday's ball game. Stands at the plate. Third baseman in on the grass for the Gators. That is Munoz. Popped it up, foul territory down the right field line. It's going to stay in play. Edison is right at the fence line, but he could not make the catch. Yeah, so from the right field foul pole into foul territory, it angles a little bit. It doesn't stay flat, and he was coming in on that fence line, and he was not able to make the catch, so it's just a loud strike here for Churka. Pitch is going to be down and away. Evens the count at 1-1. Narvaez in the on-deck circle. In the hole is Justin Pitcher, and those three have led this team in RBIs. Those are your 3 leaders. And checked his swing, did not go around, though, and it misses outside. It's going to be 2-1 now to Churka. Frock with the lead off first. Popped him up in the infield. Going back is the second baseman, waving everybody off as the ball continued to carry into right field, and making the catch was Hildebrand for the first out. All right, so Narvaez coming up.
To the plate from Bayside area Little League, the third baseman, number 17, Kyle Narvaez.
Narvaez 0 for 3 with a strikeout in Tuesday's contest. Churka had a couple words with Narvaez, maybe kind of telling him what to look for. In the dirt, but keeping it in front of him is Silva. So Frock will stay at first base. Ramirez set at the buckle. Runner going. High fly ball left field. Going back is the left fielder to the warning track, and he will make the catch for the second out as Narvaez just didn't barrel it enough. Got a little underneath it for the second out. All right, so there's going to be a courtesy runner for Frock being the catcher.
Courtesy running at first base from League City Little League is number 19. Miles August.
So August, the courtesy runner, and now it's going to be Justin Pitcher at the plate. Excuse me. He's 1 for 3.
Now batting for Clear Falls from NASA area Little League is the center fielder, number 22, NASA Justin Pitcher.
So Pitcher was 1 for 3 with a double and a run scored in Tuesday's contest. His double and run scored gave the Knights a 1-0 lead early in that ball game before the 7-run third inning by the Gators. So now time is called. First pitch Justin sees. This is going to be taken for strike 1 on the outside part of the plate. Kind of hear a couple of the Knights family and friends and fans kind of saying, come on, Blue, what was that? Thought it might have been a little bit outside. Chopper left side. Munoz takes it on a hop at third base. Throws to first just by about a step or so to get Pitcher to end the inning. So a base hit, but a runner left stranded. No runs come across the board for the Knights, and we will move to the top of the second inning with the Dickinson Gators still leading 6-0.
Legacy Sports Network, now celebrating 18 years of broadcasting excellence. We are your home for local high school sports coverage. Expect excellent audio and video production. Whether you're listening at home or at the game, find us at lsnsports.com. Legacy Sports Network, building a legacy one game at a time.
All right, top of the second inning, Ryan Gentile here for the Legacy Sports Network. We're live at Clear Falls High School, a.k.a. the Castle, and Dickinson leads 6-0 over the Knights. And it's going to be the pitcher, Isaac Ramirez, leading off this second inning.
Leading off the inning for the Dickinson Gators is the pitcher, number 14, Isaac Ramirez.
So Ramirez with an RBI single back in that first inning. I say back in that first inning. It was literally the last inning. But he had an RBI single to help his own cause there, and everybody else chimed in as he has a 6-0 lead. And now he's at the plate looking at the first pitch from Kern, and that's going to be, yep, they're going to say he went around for strike one. And so umpire didn't call it a strike, but he's saying that Ramirez went around enough. That pitch bounced in the dirt, even stinks up at one piece. All right, so sun coming out a little bit now as it's been a very cloudy day today. Wind has been whipping around pretty much since this morning. 1-1 well outside. The 2-1 pitch on the way here from Cameron Kern. Foul tipped. As he got out in front and on top of that ball to even things up at 2 apiece. So if you're just joining us, it's a Little League night here tonight at Clear Falls High School. A ton of Little League kids out on the field for the opening ceremonies and the starting lineup and the singing of the national anthem and all that stuff. And, man, it's always fun seeing that out there as the 2-2 pitch is swung on and missed. Got him with the curveball. Third strikeout of the game for Cameron Kern.
And that brings to the plate the right fielder, number 4, Aiden Edison.
So Edison with the single and a run scored. Last inning. Got a lot of cheers. Seeing some folks there in the stands clapping and shooting and hooting and hollering as he shoots this to the right side. Diving stop by Griffins, gets to his knees, throws it, scooped by Peterson for a great snag in the second out.
Play at second base there by Marshall Griffin.
Yeah, Griffin had to go far to his left to get that, and he didn't necessarily dive, but he made a diving attempt, slid up on his knees. He's kind of shaking that leg around a little bit as he that left knee kind of planted in the ground.
Number 11, Diego Silva.
But he kind of got caught up trying to get up to his feet or throw it from his knees, so he kind of did a hybrid of both as that pitch is taken low for ball one. And Peterson with the great scoop at first base to complete the out. And now Diego Silva, also a single run scored here tonight. Pitch is outside, 2-0. Popped him up, shallow center field. Pitcher coming in, dives, he makes a great catch! Justin Pitcher with the highlight reel, put him on Sports Center to end the inning as he had to come running in from center field to make that catch. And it's a 3-up, 3-down for Cameron Kern as we will go to the bottom of the second inning with Dickinson still leading 6-0.
Life happens. Maybe a work trip, a family event, or you just want to watch the game at home. Don't let the tickets go to waste. With Quick Assist, your seat gets listed for sale on every major marketplace simultaneously. No more juggling apps or stressing over resale. We make it fast and hassle-free, so you save time and put money back in your pocket. From pro to college, Quick Assist has you covered. Download the Quick Assist app by scanning the QR code on our Legacy Sports Network website. Quick Assist, your ticket everywhere.
All right, little Billie Jean to bring us in here to the bottom of the second inning. 6-0 Dickinson leads after the amazing diving catch by Justin Pitcher in center field. And just before that, a great defensive play by Marshall Griffin at second base. So back-to-back great defensive plays by the Clear Falls Knights. Sometimes all it takes is a little bit of a spark to start a comeback. And as I said earlier, 6-0 deficit in the first inning is nothing to be afraid of. You got plenty of at-bats to try to chip away at it, but it's going to now take the offense to try to do something if they can, and it's going to be the designated hitter, Caden Calderon, leading things off. He'll be followed by the left fielder, Ryder Chilton, and then it's going to be one of the players who made that great defensive play, the second baseman, Marshall Griffin, here in the bottom of the second inning.
Leading off the inning for your Clear Falls Knights from League City Little League is the designated hitter, number 11, Caden Calderoni.
So as you know, Little League here tonight, and so every player is being announced of what Little League they are coming from. And so now the lefty Calderon. He did come in and pitch hit in that Tuesday contest, did get a single. First pitch swinging for the left. He goes right over the head of Chilton in the on-deck circle into the netting. Gotta be heads up there. Keep your head on a swivel. As he was just behind on that fastball trying to barrel it up. Here comes the 0-1 from Ramirez, and this one, once again, he's just late. Now goes into the dugout. Some of his teammates are looking at him like, come on, man. What are you doing? Hit it the other way. Don't hit it at us. Gotta be careful with those lefties. 0-2. Checked his swing, did not go around on the high fastball.
Gotten any Creek games?
1-2 pitches down and away. So evens things up at 2-2 with the lefty Calderon versus the righty Ramirez. Here's the 2-2. Swung on and missed, and Calderon will go down on strikes. First strikeout of the evening for Ramirez.
Next up at the plate from Bayside Area Little League is the left fielder, number 4, Ryder Chilton.
So Chilton was one of the offensive bright spots from Tuesday's contest. He was 2 for 2 with an RBI, walk, and a run scored. First pitch, he's swinging right to the shortstop, Larios. Fields it cleanly, throws to first to get Chilton by about a step and a half for the second out. Now comes up Marshall Griffin. 0 for 1 with the walk and a run scored from Tuesday's contest.
That brings to the plate from Bayside Area Little League, the second baseman, number 2, Marshall Griffin.
So Griffin with the great defensive play back in the top half of this inning, looking to now do something with the bat with 2 outs. First pitch, breaking ball, comes inside for strike 1. One of those curveballs that starts at the hitter and then breaks in on that inside part of the plate. Went around, tried to check his swing, but he did go around for strike 2, so quick 0-2 count here for Griffin. Swung on and missed, 0-2 back. So 2 strikeouts here in this inning, and it's a 3-up, 3 down for the Clear Falls Knights. As we will move to the top of the 3rd inning with Dickinson leading 6-0.
Alvin and the Chipmunks want to remind you to keep bacteria in food from making you ill with 4 simple steps.
This will be a walk in the park.
Clean. Wash hands and surfaces often.
I'm waiting for the rinse cycle.
Separate. Keep raw meats away from ready-to-eat foods.
Yep.
Cook. Make sure meat, poultry, and seafood is cooked to the right temperature.
Fire in the hole!
And chill. Refrigerate food promptly.
Bingo!
Check your steps at foodsafety.gov. Brought to you by the USDA, HHS, and the Ad Council. The road trip to food safety starts at foodsafety.gov.
Get on the mound for your Clear Falls Knights is number 7, Cameron Kern. His battery mate behind the plate is number 1, Aubrey Croft.
All right, Cameron Kern remains on the mound here for the Clear Falls Knights. It's at 6-0 Dickinson over the Knights right now as we're live at Clear Falls High School. Ryan Gentile here as we're at the castle here near campus. I say campus, near the school. Sorry, I work at U of H. I'm used to saying campus a lot. But I mean, with the high school, the intermediate school, and the elementary all right here,
Leading
technically it is a
for the
campus.
Dickinson Gators is the left fielder, number 3, Brady Chadwick.
All right, so Chadwick going to lead things off. He had a 2 RBI single back in that 1st inning. First pitch popped up, and this will carry out a play over the first base dugout. So Chadwick will be followed by Cash Hillebrand, and then it's going to be the designated hitter, Chris Jackson. Pitch is going to be down in the dirt and away, so evens the count at 1-1.
Hey, Dawson, Trace, y'all get down. Y'all can't be up there.
Why?
The 1-1 is yanked as it misses outside for ball 2. Sorry if you hear me laughing. If you can hear, there's some young kids here for Little League Night, and they're standing, I think, on the platform, and I can hear them. And the dad just said, "You can't be up there," and all you hear is, "Why?" As that pitch is taken for strike 2, so it's a 2-2 count here to Chadwick. So lots of kids here tonight, and they're just having some fun. I'm surprised they haven't found the microphone yet and started screaming into it. Yes, that has happened before. Here comes the 2-2. Shot to the left side, and that's going to get through the hole for a base hit. So Chadwick leads off the inning with a single, and then it's going to now be Cash Hillebrand, who had an RBI single back in that 1st inning. But yeah, nothing cuter when you tell a kid no.
Second baseman, number 13.
And you just hear, "Why?" Not a mean why. They're just like, they're so confused. Like, why can't I stand here and play? And I know there's some cameras set up over there to record these games, to go back and look over film. And as the lefty Hildebrand is showing bunt, and he's going to pull back as that misses outside for ball 1. But yeah, a few years ago we had somebody, we had a young fan find our microphone, and as this pitch is high for ball 2, and he did not speak softly. He straight up screamed into that microphone, right into my ears. So that was fun. Had to go out there and let him know, like, please go away from the microphone, as the 2-0 pitch is now going to miss outside. So Hildebrand's been showing bunt all 3 pitches, and he's pulled back every single time. That last pitch looked like it might have caught the zone. It's a quick 3-0 count. Narvaez pretty much in the grass, almost even with the pitcher's mound. Showing bunt and pulling back and catching zone for strike 1. And Narvaez is so far in, like if that ball goes right to him, he could go to second easily. Now time is called. Umpires pointing toward the Dickinson dugout. Looks like there's a player over there. I don't know if he was grabbing a baseball or he was just doing something. Not sure what was happening. They were asked to walk back into the dugout. All right, so 3-1 count, runner at first, nobody out, showing bunt, it's Hildebrand. And it's going to catch the zone. He pulled back the bat thinking he got ball 4. He did not. All right, so now with a 3-2 count, we'll see if Hildebrand still has the bunt on. Probably not, though. He was showing bunt immediately as soon as he got in the box. Now he's not. Narvaez now still on the grass, but he's now closer to third. Runner going. He starts running before Kern did anything, and he almost didn't throw in time, but he gets it there just in the nick of time to get Chadwick caught stealing. Yeah, Kern was set in the stretch, and he was looking at home plate, and Chadwick just kind of took off, and Kern didn't react immediately. It kind of took him about a beat or two before he finally turned it through to second, so Chadwick almost snuck in there. So now 3-2 count with 1 out after the caught stealing. Or pick off, I guess, however you want to look at it. Here's the payoff pitch. That one caught the zone, strike 3. So after 3 straight balls, 3 straight strikes to put down Cash Hildebrand looking, and that it will be the 4th strikeout of the evening for Cameron Kern.
And that brings to the plate the designated hitter, number 5, Chris Jackson.
So Chris Jackson had a RBI double back in that first inning. He just barely missed a home run as it hit off the top of the fence in left center field. And he checked his swing, but he went around for strike 1.
You saw it. He can't fool you again.
Got a feeling that might be Chris Jackson's dad, as you just heard. He can't fool you again, is what he just said.
Pick it up.
And he just lost the grip on that pitch as that pitch hit down like in the dirt, where the dirt and the grass meet at home plate, the big old circle. So count runs even at 1-1 with 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd. To the left side, Narvaez fields it cleanly at 3rd, throw to 1st in time. And it's a very unconventional 3-up, 3-down for the Dickinson Gators as we will move to the bottom of the 3rd inning, but they still lead 6-0 over the Clear Falls Knights. We'll be back after this.
We've got the power to make things right. Mr. Electric will show you the light.
Looking for electrical help you can count on? Switch to Mr. Electric. We have some of the best trained electricians in the business, and they're ready to help you with any project, big or small. Best of all, with Mr. Electric, our work is 100% guaranteed. That's why so many people trust Mr. Electric.
We've got the power to make things better. Mr. Electric.
All right, 6-0 is your score here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Dickinson leading over the Clear Falls Knights as we're live at Clear Falls High School. Ryan Gentile here for the Legacy Sports Network. Let's have a little Nickelback Rockstar bringing us into this half inning, and if the Clear Falls Knights can mount a comeback here, they would definitely feel like rock stars, that's for sure. They've managed to get so far a hit, but that came from Aubrey Frock to lead off the bottom of the 1st.
Leading off the inning for your Clear Falls Knights is the right fielder from Bayside Area Little League, number 9, Logan Guthrie.
So Logan Guthrie is going to lead things off. He'll be followed by the 9-0 hitter Everett Peterson, and then they turn over the lineup back to Aubrey Frock.
Trace.
So Guthrie, no official at-bat in Tuesday's contest as he had 2 walks. As that pitch is swung on and missed and taken for strike 1. One of those walks did get him an RBI as it came with the bases loaded. That's a squandered opportunity for the Knights back in that game Tuesday. Breaking ball low, went through the legs of Silva. So count goes even 1-1. Breaking ball, strike 2. Kind of full Guthrie there. He kind of leaned back thinking that maybe that was going to be a curveball that starts in at you, but he, like maybe a form of a slider. The 1-2. Popped him up, infield coming in. Munoz to make the catch from third base in the first out. All right, so that's going to bring up Everett Peterson. He was 0 for 1 with a strikeout from Tuesday's contest.
And that brings to the plate the first baseman from Bayside Area Little League, number 24, Everett Peterson.
Peterson's first pitch is taken for a strike. Fly ball to right field, coming in and making the catch is Edison for the second out.
That turns us over back to the top of the order with the catcher from Bayside Area Little League, number 1, Aubrey Frock.
So Aubrey Frock is so far the lone Clear Falls Knights to get on base via a hit. Ryder Chilton is actually warming up down in the bullpen for the Knights at the moment, as that pitch is taken outside for ball 1. And Ramirez has some problems with his hat staying on. I mean, he has a lot of hair. Maybe that has a lot to do with it, but usually when he's pitching, that hat is coming off one way or another. That's the 1-0 pitch. Is going to go behind the back of Frock, and he immediately was like, ooh, and he looked right at Frock and he tapped his chest. He said, hey, that's on me, my fault. Like, definitely not trying to throw at you. Because Frock kind of had a confused, like, kind of, what are you doing, man? Here comes the 2-0. Swung on and missed at the high fastball. There's a lot of hair there for Ramirez on the mound. Kind of think of Bryce Matthews for the Astros. You notice every time he swings, that helmet comes off. This is going to be grounded out, or grounded right to the second baseman, who flips the first to complete the 3-up, 3-down inning for his pitcher, Isaac Ramirez. And so no hits, no runners come across the board. And we will move to the top of the 4th inning with Dickinson still leading 6-0.
Real cheese, real hot, real taste is what we've got. Real fresh, real fast. All those other pizzas are a thing of the past. Mr. Gatti's Pizza in Houston on Uvalde Road offers a wide selection on their daily fast feast, all-you-can-eat pizza, pasta, salad, and dessert buffet. Don't forget about the entertainment center for the kids. Games, games, and games. Open for lunch or dinner. Gotta get Gatti's. Mr. Gatti's Pizza, the best pizza in town. Honest.
Top of the 4th inning, 6-0. Dickinson leads over the Clear Falls Knights. It's going to be the 9-hole hitter, Lorenzo Aguirre, leading things off, and then it's going to be back to the top of the lineup with Christian Munoz and Sebastian Larios. Cameron Kern remains on the mound for the Knights. As we mentioned, we saw Ryder Chilton warming up in the bullpen. So just getting that arm ready just in case Flores decides to go with him at some point in this game. So Aguirre struck out back in the first inning.
Knights is the first baseman, number 10, Lorenzo Aguirre.
He's one of 4 strikeouts tonight for Cameron Kern. It's a long exchange there between Frock and Kern. Now they have the pitch that Kern wants, and this pitch is going to come inside and actually hit Aguirre. Might have caught him a little bit on the forearm, maybe. So hit by pitch to lead off this 4th inning.
And that takes us back to the top of the order with the third baseman, number 7, Christian Munoz.
So Christian Munoz with a double to lead off the game. He later scored. He was intentionally walked back in the 2nd inning. Or, so, excuse me, back in that 1st inning because the team batted around. He had the 2-run home run back in Tuesday's contest that got things started for the Gators as he looks at that pitch outside for ball 1. Well, right now over to the right. Anytime you have Little League night, and I'll continue that thought after this, pitch is outside for ball 2. You got a game of wall ball going. Got some kids playing some wall ball. Remember playing that back in my days at LaPorte at that field. Wall ball was the game. Lots of trash talking, too. Here's the 2-0. Right up the middle. Kern had to get out of the way. Would have probably caught him in the leg if he did not move out of the way. Pitcher got the ball in quickly and almost picked off Aguirre, who got a little too much, went a little too far around second base. So it's double, single, and now a walk for Munoz.
That brings to the plate the shortstop, number 9, Sebastian Larios.
All right, so Larios will come to the plate with runners at 1st and 2nd. Nobody out here for Dickinson. Narvaez in on the grass at 3rd. Curveball taken for strike 1. Ooh, throw back to 2nd. So Kern kind of came off the mound, spun towards second base, and Aguirre kind of didn't get back quick enough, so Kern thought he could get him. I thought he was about to hit Aguirre in the backside, but it went right into the glove of Churka, who was right there. Right up the middle, Churka is right there, fields it, steps on 2nd, throws to 1st for the double play.
Nice double play there by Tony Churka, shortstop. That brings to the plate the pitcher, number 14, Isaac Ramirez.
So Gary will advance to 3rd on the ground ball up the middle. And now it's going to be Isaac Ramirez, the pitcher, 1 for 2 tonight with a strikeout and single and a run scored. Going to try to tack on 1 extra run for himself as he's going to foul that off over our heads for strike 1. Oh, you could hear the stands, a lot of stampede running, a lot of kids looking to try to get that foul ball. As we mentioned, it's Little League night here tonight. Lots of kids in the stands playing wall balls we just mentioned and sitting in the stands on the 3rd base side. As that pitch is high off the glove of Frog, runner coming in from 3rd, and he will get in easily and score on the wild pitch. So another run coming in because of a wild pitch for the Gators, and they now lead 7-0. Count's even at 1-1 to Ramirez. Curveball is going to be popped up right to center field where pitcher stands and makes the catch to retire the side. But a base hit, a hit by pitch, leads to a run scored on a wild pitch, and it is now 7-0. Dickinson leading over Clear Falls as we move to the bottom of the 4th.
Hey, it's me, your cell phone. We need to talk about something serious. I know you love me, I know you like using me wherever you are, but I feel like this isn't working out when you're driving. I know you may think that it's possible to focus both on me and the road, but I just don't feel the same way. I think we should spend time away from each other when you're driving. It's for the best.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
They can buy me a boat. They call me redneck, white trash, and blue collar. But I can change all
Remaining on the mound for the Dickinson Gators is number 14, Isaac Ramirez.
All right, bottom of the 4, 7-0 Dickinson leads over Clear Falls. It's going to be Churka Narvaez pitcher leading things off in this bottom half of the 4th inning. 3 guys on the team who all lead. They're 1, 2, and 3 in RBIs.
From Bayside Area Little League is the shortstop, number 23, Tony Churka.
Churka 0 for 1 tonight. As he popped up. Little pop up to the second baseman back in the 1st inning. Chopper foul down the third base line. So Dickinson looking to maintain pace with Clear Creek for a district title, their first since 2019. Clear Creek right now sitting at 9-2. Dickinson 8-3 as this pitch is chopped foul once again down the third base line. Clear Creek taking on Brazos Wood tonight. Deer Park and Clear Springs played last night. Clear Springs getting the win there, so Deer Park sits at 6-6. So that leaves the window open for the Knights, regardless of what happens here tonight, as this pitch once again is fouled down the third base line. Churka just out in front of 3 straight pitches. So Clear Falls, if they do not mount the comeback, they will have to sweep next week against Clear Lake, as this is chopped high down the third base line. This stays fair to Munoz, who has to gun it to first as Churka was moving down the line. But he got him by about a step or so for the first out. So that'll bring up Kyle Narvaez.
It brings to the plate the third baseman from Bayside Area Little League, number 17, Kyle Narvaez.
Narvaez fouled, or popped it up to the right fielder, his first at bat. Now Churka put his hand on his shoulder and was saying a lot to him, kind of telling him what to expect. And now he's doing the same with pitcher right now as they're walking back toward the on deck circle as that pitch is down in the dirt. Swung on and missed down in the dirt. And Ramirez lost his hat again. Runs the count even at 1-1 with 1 out. That pitch catches his own now, 1-2. Yeah, so Deer Park will play these Dickinson Gators next week to close out district play as that pitch is high. And the way Dickinson's been playing, you got to think, if you're a Knights fan, hey, all you got to do is win 2 against Clear Lake. Maybe Dickinson does their job against Deer Park, and then boom, Knights sneak their way into the playoffs in that 4th and final playoff spot. 2-2 pitch is going to catch the zone, and Narvaez will go down looking. Third strikeout of the game for Isaac Ramirez.
Next up is the center fielder from NASA Area Little League, number 22, Justin Pitcher.
So Justin Pitcher 0 for 1 tonight, but he had a diving catch in center field. As he swings and misses, and oh, he's leaning back. He's so mad at himself for swinging at that pitch as it was well in the dirt. But he had a Sports Center type highlight reel. back in the second inning. And now assistant coach is going to come out and look at his catcher as he's looking at his hand. So I'm wondering, looked like the ball might have caught his hand as it was down in the dirt. So home plate umpire walked out to give Isaac Ramirez a new ball, and looks like everything's okay. Assistant coach for the Gators is going back to the dugout. Flores is coming out just to double check and make sure he's good. Yeah, so they're long conversation now between Flores, pitcher, the home plate umpire, and Silva. He's flexing that right hand of his. As we mentioned, that ball was down in the dirt. Pitcher swung at it. He was really mad he swung at it. He was looking probably for something completely different. But the ball was down in the dirt, and it looks like it caught Silva. The ball caught Silva's hand, not the bat of Justin. It's an 0-1 count here, and the pitch on the way from Ramirez is going to catch the zone for strike two. Yank that pitch down in the dirt. So 1-2 count here to pitcher. Flags in dead center field have been a little stagnant. Now they're starting to pick up a little bit and blow from left to right. 1-2 is going to be popped up. Center field going back, and this is going to be gone for a home run. Justin Pitcher goes deep over dead center field.
And that's a home run for number 22.
To break the schneid and get the first run on the board for the Clear Falls Knights. Montevalles was going back, and I was watching him to see if he was going to be right at the warning track, and he at one point just looked up, and that thing was gone. So Justin Pitcher with the home run. All right, so the shutout is off now, so the
brings to the plate the designated hitter from League City Little League, number 11, Caden Calderoni.
So the Knights now with 2 hits, one of those now being a home run to get their first run, and now Hildebrand's going to pop it up down the left field line, coming in Chadwick and making a sliding catch to retire the side. But the Knights get it on the board after the solo home run by Justin Pitcher, and we will move to the top of the 5th inning with Dickinson leading now 7-1 over the Clear Falls Knights in this 24-6A matchup. We'll be back.
Buying or selling a home can be a bit overwhelming. That is where Alanis Real Estate Group steps in, with the help of CE King alum Elio Alanis. From the city to the suburbs and the greater Houston area, you can trust Elio Alanis. He'll work with you to find what best fits your needs, your goals, and more importantly, your budget. Elio Alanis has a reputation for exceptional customer service and making your home buying or selling experience a smooth transaction. Visit him on the web at wearehtx.com. The Alanis Real Estate Group. We are real estate.
All right, 7-1 is your score now. Dickinson over Clear Falls after the solo home run by Justin Pitcher for the Knights. Gets them on the board. And now it's going to be Edison leading things off, followed by Diego Silva and then Brady Chadwick.
Aiden Edison.
Edison 1 for 2 tonight with a run scored. Swings and misses at the breaking ball that just broke away from him. Probably a little bit of a slider look, sweeper maybe, depending on how you want to look at it. But either way, it's a strike here to Edison. Kern remains on the mound, and that pitch is going to bounce in off of Frock and into the netting in front of us. Still a good crowd here. Kids still remain. my guess would be probably running the bases after the game. 1-1. Shot into right center field, and that's going to drop down and get all the way to the fence. So Edison's going to round first. That ball took a weird hop off the bottom of the fence and kind of popped up on pitcher. Either way, I don't think it would have mattered. Edison was going to get in with the double regardless. And a stand-up double to lead off this top of the 5th inning for the Gators.
And that brings to the plate the catcher, number 11, Diego Silva.
So Diego Silva, 1 for 2 tonight. There's a run scored. He had the line drive pop up or the line drive or short pop up to center field that Justin Pitcher made the diving catch on. Curveball, he foul tipped into the glove for strike 1. So it looked like he was anticipating that pitch, but he just got underneath it. Or on top of it, excuse me. Shot up right to the second baseman, Griffin. Fields it cleanly, throws to first. It was a slow roller, though, and so the runner at second, Edison, was able to advance easily to third.
Hey, wild pitch, we go. Stay hot, stay hot.
So Silva down for the first down after the ground out to the second baseman, Griffin.
Is the left fielder, number 3, Brady Chadwick.
Chadwick 2 for 2 tonight with 2 RBIs. He was caught stealing back in the third. Does have a run scored. Infield in on the grass now with a runner at third and 1 out. Pitch catches zone for strike 1.
Here we go, hot rocket. Here we go.
All right, so 2 more games after tonight for the Clear Falls Knights. They will finish district play next week against Clear Lake as that pitch misses outside, evens things up at 1. Tuesday we'll be at Clear Lake, and then a week from tonight, close out district play right here at Clear Falls High School. One in the dirt. Good stop by Frock to keep it in front of a runner. Will stay at third. And as we mentioned, if Clear Falls can win both games against Clear Lake, Deer Park plays Dickinson next week, and so if Dickinson sweeps, we're going to have a little playoff here to get that 4th and final playoff spot as that pitch is up. Or we could, sorry. Yep. Well, that's if this score stays the same and Clear Falls does not win, as this is popped up out of play. And just over the stands down that first base side. And as you can hear, the rumbling and stumbling of the kids on these bleachers trying to get to that baseball. Man. If you want to see a kid move, have him go chase a foul ball. A lot of these parents are laughing and shaking their heads. Remember when I was in Little League, if you got a foul ball, you take it to the concession stand. I think you got a free Frito pie. Yeah, free Frito pie, yeah. 3-2 pitch. Popped up, or he just foul tipped it, but it's going to go over the first base dugout and out of play. Or it looks like it hit off the netting near the fence line. Either way, Peterson was not going to get to that from first base, so count will remain full. But yeah, get a foul ball, get a free Frito pie, man. That was... I mean, you saw kids tackle each other. You saw kids get bumped into fences, into the bleach. I mean, it was no holds barred. I mean, you got kids crying because they're getting slammed into fences and pushed out of the way onto the gravel. 3-2 pitch on the way. Shot into left center field, and that's going to drop. Chilton tried to make it look like he was going to catch it, but Edison got a good read on it, and he scores, and it's going to be an RBI double.
Double trouble right there, baby. Double trouble.
For Brady Chadwick.
Keep it going, 1-3. Here we go. Double trouble.
All right, so Flores is going to come out to the mound, and looks like we're going to have a pitching change, as we mentioned. Chilton was warming up the last half inning. And he is coming in from left field. So it looks like Chilton will be coming in. So we'll take a quick timeout, and we will let you know who is replacing him in left field right after this, with Dickinson leading 8-1 with 1 out here in the top of the 5th inning and a runner at second. We'll be back.
When life gets in the way, a work trip, family plans, or even bad weather, don't let your tickets go to waste. Quick Assist makes it simple. Your seats are listed on every major marketplace at the same time, saving you the hassle and putting money back in your pocket. Whether it's the NFL, NBA, MLB, NHL, or NCAA, we've got you covered. Download the app today by scanning the QR code on our website. Quick Assist, your ticket everywhere.
To be a mentor, you don't have to have some special talent. That's why we're having some real-life mentors sing for us. Hit it, guys.
Row, row, row your boat, gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream.
Thanks, that was awful. So remember, to mentor a child, you don't have to be perfect.
Row, row, row your...
Please stop. You just have to call Save the Children toll-free at 1-877-BA-MENTOR.
A message brought to you by Save the Children and the Ad Council.
You've got tickets to the game, but something comes up. Maybe the boss sends you on the road, the kids have practice, or you just can't make the drive. That's where Quick Assist steps in. With one tap, your seats hit every major ticket marketplace at once. No more juggling apps, no more wasted time. Quick Assist, it takes the hassle out of resale and puts cash in your pocket. Pro or college sports, it's all covered. Download the app today by scanning the QR code on the LSN website. Quick Assist, your ticket everywhere.
Additional changes for the Clear Falls Knights. Moving from second base to left field is number 2, Marshall Griffin.
All right, we're back here after the pitching change. It's going to be Ryder Chilton coming in on the mound, and now Caden Kelly is actually going to go behind the plate to relieve Aubrey Frock, who will move to second base, and then Marshall Griffin, who is at second base, will now go to left field.
And behind the plate, we now have number 5 from League City, Caden Kelly.
All right, Chilton coming in relief with the Knights trailing 8-1 here in the top
Next
of the
up the
5th.
plate for the Gators is the second baseman, number 13, Cash Hildebrand.
So back, it's now a 8-1 lead after the RBI double by Brady Chadwick, and now Cash Hildebrand 1 for 2 tonight with a single, an RBI, and a run scored and a strikeout. Chilton will work out of the stretch as he looks over at second base. His first pitch is going to go off the top of the glove of Kelly. He did not realize it as it hit off his glove. He was still looking at Chilton and then realized, oh wait, the ball's not in my glove. All right, so now runner at third with 1 out. Infield will come in on the grass. And that pitch is going to catch the zone for strike 1. Chris Jackson in the on-deck circle for the Gators.
Back up the middle.
Swung on and missed at that pitch. The count will go now to 1-2. Hildebrand's last at bat, he was showing bunt every single time, looked at 3 straight balls, and then took 3 straight strikes to strike out looking. Chilton with the 1-2. Swung on and miss, and Hildebrand will go down on strikes. They had to throw to first as the ball was down in the dirt. To complete the strikeout, Frock had to look over to third to make sure the runner stays. So that'll be the second out.
So hit that mother lover to 96.
All right, so Chris Jackson now comes to the plate. 1 for 2 tonight, has a RBI double. RBI double missed being a home run by a few feet. Now the home plate umpire and the field umpire are going out and having a conversation. Not really sure what about. Are they saying maybe there was maybe interference possibly? Not really sure.
Got instruction?
Oh, well. So now they're going to go out and talk to Coach Flores. Let's see if I can't read lips, but I'm going to see what I can see. Okay, so Flores is walking over. They're looking at something on the iPad. I guess the umpire wanted to see. The only thing I guess is like what count it was. Was it a strikeout? So there's a lot of shaking heads here and kind of some laughing back and forth, some grins, and I don't see Coach Flores losing his mind, so I guess whatever's happening, he's happy with it.
The Dickinson Gators is the designated hitter, number 5, Chris Jackson.
Yeah. As we've talked about since we got here to Clear Falls following Coach Flores, believe me, he'll let an umpire know if he's not happy. I mean, we saw that in Clear Springs where he literally yelled at the umpire to wake up. Pretty funny because it was a very long, heated exchange there. All right, so now we got everything settled with 2 out, runner at third. And Chris Jackson looks at strike 1.
Like it, go with it, baby. Light it up.
Chadwick stands at third base after his RBI double. And then a wild pitch got him over to third. In the dirt, good stop by Kelly to keep it in front. Chilton out of the stretch, and that's going to catch the plate for strike 2.
All right, let's go, baby. Here we go. Nobody better.
If Jackson gets on, Lorenzo Aguirre is in the on-deck circle. And good frame there by Kelly to get it in the zone, and he gets the strikeout looking. 2 strikeouts. So back-to-back strikeouts by Ryder Chilton will end the inning, and we will move to the bottom of the 5th with Dickinson still leading 8-1.
Forming, rolling, punching, cutting, welding. If you know what I'm talking about, you know it's the Walk-Up Company. The Walk-Up Company has become the leading metal fabricator in the Houston area because we can offer you something few others can match. Extensive fabrication experience, a highly seasoned and skilled workforce, high-tech equipment, and the stability you want in tough economic times. Family owned and operated for years, so you know we'll be here for the long run. And our commitment to quality work and customer satisfaction makes the Walk-Up Company the right choice for you. Visit us at walkupco.com. That's walkupco.com. The Walk-Up Company. Your imagination, our fabrication.
Bottom of the 5th inning, Dickinson leads 8-1 over the Clear Falls Knights. Ryan Gentile here as we're live at Clear Falls High School, a.k.a. the Castle. And it's going to be Chilton, Griffin, and Guthrie leading things off here in the bottom half of the 5th inning.
Leading off the inning for your Clear Falls Knights is the left fielder. I'm sorry, is the pitcher from Bayside Area Little League, number 4, Ryder Chilton.
And so out of the 8 runs so far that Dickinson has brought in, 2 of those runs came across on a wild pitch with a runner at third. Got to think how This game would feel a little bit different as that pitch misses outside. If you take away those 2 runs, it's a 6-1 score, or possibly a 6-1 score. Outside again, 2-0. Here to Chilton, who just came in relief. Chilton 0 for 1 tonight, grounded out to the shortstop in his first at bat. Breaking ball catches his own this time. It's going to be 2-1. Two-one pitch from Isaac Ramirez, and it's going to catch his own. Has no swing by Chilton, so 2-2 here. To the 6-hole hitter for the Knights. Fouled off into the netting. Count will stay at 2-2. Two-two pitch, soft grounder right to the second baseman. Oh, took a little bit of a weird hop. Chilton's going to try to run it out, but recovered in time by Hildebrand for the first out.
That brings to the plate the left fielder from Bayside Area Little League, number 2, Marshall Griffin.
All right, so Griffin now 0 for 1 tonight with a strikeout so far. And that pitch is going to run high for a ball. Looper toward the first base dugout, but the first baseman, Geary, could not get there in time. It wasn't a really high pop-up, a little bit of just a blooper. We'll even things up at 1 apiece here to Griffin, who made a great defensive play a few innings earlier at second base to prevent a base hit and some runs coming in, as that pitch was in between the legs of Silva and gets away from him, so 2-1. Griffin came up big with the 2 RBIs in extra innings at Clearbrook. A big win that the Knights needed, as this is a shot right up the middle. And Marshall Griffin rounds first base aggressively, but will stay right there and has a single here in the bottom of the 5th with 1 out. And now it's going to be Logan Guthrie. So
Next up for the Knights is the right fielder from Bayside Area Little League, number 9, Logan Guthrie.
So only the 3rd hit of the game. First one belonged to Aubrey Frock to lead off the bottom of the 1st. A solo shot home run by Justin Pitcher, and now a single by Marshall Griffin. Swung on and missed by Guthrie. He popped up to the third baseman in his first at-bat, and Griffin almost got caught as he was starting to take a lead. Ramirez snapped back throw, but Griffin got back in time. Breaking pitch taken, strike 2. Everett Peterson in the on-deck circle. Ramirez set. Swung on and missed at the high fastball, and Guthrie will go down on strikes. 4th strikeout of the game for Ramirez.
Next up for the Knights is the first baseman from Bayside Area Little League, number 24, Everett Peterson.
Peterson 0 for 1, popped up to the right fielder. Pitch is yanked outside for ball 1. Go back to first, not in time, as the ball gets away from Aguirre. Griffin rounding second as he was looking back, and Flores was giving him the stop signal. And now the throw in got away from Larios. So Griffin will advance on the air from the pitcher, Ramirez. All right, so Knights now with a runner in scoring position for the first time today. And the 9-0 hitter Peterson looking to get a base hit to bring in Griffin. As that pitch runs high, now 2-0. Aubrey Frock in the on-deck circle for the Knights. Normally he'd have his shin guards on, ready to go, being as he started the game as a catcher, now playing second base after the pitching change. 2-0 pitch taken for strike one. The 2-1 pitch is foul tipped, and Peterson is very frustrated with himself as he got just underneath that pitch. It looks like he guessed right. He just couldn't barrel it up. He didn't get the location correct to barrel it. He immediately kind of started almost yelling at his bat. And this one he foul tips and shows frustration again, as he could not catch up to the fastball. As we were saying, or we were told, Ramirez can get up to as high as 92 miles an hour. It's a 2-2 count with 2 outs, runner at second. Here's the pitch. Popped him up. Right field. Edison comes over and makes the catch to retire the side. So a base hit, but a runner left stranded. No runs come across the board for the Knights, and we will move to the top of the 6th inning with them still trailing 8-1 to the Dickinson Gators.
If you're tired of sorting through online directories and classified ads to find your perfect home, look no further than Elio Alanis and his team with the Alanis Real Estate Group. Elio is a local real estate agent in Houston and also a CE King alum, and he just wants to help you find the perfect home for your family. Ditch the stress of going to viewing after viewing only to be let down. Connect with Elio Alanis and the Alanis Real Estate Group. Go to wearehtx.com to learn more. The Alanis Real Estate Group, we are real estate.
Top of the 6th inning, Dickinson leading 8-1 over the Clear Falls Knights. Ryan Gentile here, as Ryder Chilton remains on the mound for Clear Falls. It's going to be the 9-0 hitter Lorenzo Aguirre leading things off, and then back to the top of the lineup with Christian Munoz and Sebastian Larios.
Remaining on the mound for your Clear Falls Knights from Bayside Area Little League is number 4, Ryder Chilton. Leading off the inning for the Gators is the first baseman, number 10, Lorenzo Aguirre.
So Lorenzo struck out in his first at-bat, and his second at-bat back in the 4th inning was hit by a pitch and later scored a run on a wild pitch when he was at third. First pitch swing and popped it up to right field. Guthrie settling underneath it and will make the catch for the first out. So that will bring up now Christian Munoz, who has yet to be retired in this series.
Over the lineup back to the top of the order with the third baseman, number 7, Christian Munoz.
Munoz was on base 5 times in Tuesday's contest. He's been on base all 3 at-bats here today, a double, a single, and an intentional walk. First pitch swinging as he was out in front of the breaking stuff for strike one. And Munoz Tuesday, they were said he was hit by a pitch on the very first pitch he saw, which was very questionable because it looked like it was nowhere near him. Little did we know what the night was going to hold in store for him the rest of that game as he fouled that off down the first base line. So now Chilton on the mound has an 0-2 count on him. I don't think Munoz saw any of that at all Tuesday. Definitely not here tonight so far. So Chilton looking to get Munoz out for the first time in this series. Shakes off a couple pitches. Now he has the one he wants. 0-2 pitch on the way. Fouled it off once again over our heads. And on cue, broke something, and there goes the stomps. The kids take off running. Oh, I just heard a kid yelling, I got it, I got it. So, yeah, somebody got it. I wonder if he got tackled. Here comes the 0-2. Fly ball left field going back is Griffin, and this is going to be off. Nope, it's over the wall. Home run for Christian Munoz. Back-to-back games with the home run. Now, these dark skies, it's hard to see the ball, so you're kind of watching the player. And Griffin, who was at second and moved to left field, thought he might have had a play on it. He was looking like he was maybe going to get to the warning track, and then he turned around and thought maybe he was going to play it off the wall, and it just kept on going.
And that brings to the plate the shortstop, number 9, Sebastian Larios.
So it is now a 9-1 game, and Christian Munoz, just give him the Yordan treatment. Just walk him every time. Don't even bother. That pitch is going to miss the zone outside for strike one, or ball one, excuse me, as Sebastian Larios. 0 for 3 tonight. Strikeout. Popped up and hit into a double play. Outside 2-0. Three straight balls outside off the glove of Caden Kelly, who came in behind the plate in relief of Aubrey Frock, who moved to second base after the pitching change. So quick 3-0 count here to the two-hole hitter Larios. That pitch misses inside, so 4 straight pitches outside the zone will put Larios on base for the first time tonight. And now that brings up Isaac Ramirez. 1 for 3 tonight with a strikeout and an RBI single and a run scored. Popped him up, and will it stay in play? It will not. Oh, no, it does. Peterson made the catch. I thought I was going to catch the roof, but Peterson kind of just threw his arm out as it went into the dugout, and he made the catch.
First base by the first baseman, Everett Peterson. That brings to the plate the right fielder, number 4, Aiden Edison.
Edison 2 for 3 tonight with a single, double, and 2 runs scored. Now with a runner at first and 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning. Good stop by Kelly as that pitch was in the dirt away. Chilton comes set in the stretch, looks over at first, and this pitch is in the dirt, so 2-0 count here to Edison. So after a big first inning for the Gators, they scored 6 runs to lead off the game. Didn't score a run the next 2, and then the last 3 innings they've scored at least 1. They've scored 1 run here in the 6th, back in the 5th, and the 4th. Throw back to first, not in time. Popped him up over our head. And And there goes the stumps. There goes the stampede. It wasn't as loud as the first few earlier in this game because a lot of the kids are like in kind of the areas throwing the baseball around. They're kind of having fun away from the bleachers. So, but you can still hear them yelling and screaming, "I got it!" Here comes the 2-1. Outside, 3-1. Runner at first, 2 outs. Here is a 3-1 pitch to Edison. Popped him up again over our head. Oh, maybe not. It's going to stay in play. Oh, caught it. The way that ball went up, I couldn't see it. I thought it was going to go over our heads, but Caden Kelly kept running toward the back netting, and he will make the catch.
Nice play behind the plate on that
to retire the side, but a walk and a solo home run gives the Dickinson Gators now a 9-1 lead as we move to the bottom of the 6th inning.
Hello, this is Dr. Steve Hotze. Do you struggle with joint pain? Is your joint pain making your everyday activities a chore? You may have been told that surgery is your only option. God has given your body an amazing ability to heal itself. At the Hotze Health and Wellness Center, we can help your body tap into this ability, providing you with regenerative joint therapy so you can live pain-free. Call 281-698-8698 to schedule your free consultation. Imagine living pain-free without the need for joint replacement surgery. Our team at the Hotze Health and Wellness Center can offer you a natural approach to resolving your joint pain using regenerative joint therapy that promotes healing. Call the Hotze Health and Wellness Center now at 281-698-8698 to schedule your free consultation. That's 281-698-8698. Say goodbye to joint pain and get your life back. 281-698-8698.
All right, bottom of the 6th inning. It is 9-1 Dickinson over the Clear Falls Knights in this 24-6A matchup. Ryan Gentile here for the Legacy Sports Network.
Leading off the inning for your Clear Falls Knights is the second baseman from Bayside Area Little League, number 1, Aubrey Frock.
All right, so back to the top of the lineup. It's going to be Frock, Churka, and Narvaez. Top 3 hitters are combined 1 for 6 tonight. The 1 hit coming from Aubrey Frock back in the bottom of that 1st inning. Only 3 hits total for the Knights here tonight. And the 1 run came on the solo home run by Justin Pitcher to dead center field as that pitch is taken for strike 1. Grounder right to the shortstop, Larios. Fields it cleanly, throws the first in time for the first out. So that'll bring up Tony Churka, 0 for 2 tonight.
Next up for the Knights from Bayside Area Little League at shortstop, number 23, Tony Churka.
Swing and a miss at the first pitch from Tony Churka. Isaac Ramirez remains on the mound. Hat giving him problems as it has been all game. Kid has a lot of hair. Hat keeps coming off. 0-1. Missed in the zone high. Evens the count at 1. One pitch is fouled off into the netting. It was a breaking ball that came in, and Churka tried to get his hands in to try to get on top of it and barrel it, but he got in too close to the hands, and he just fouled it off. So now 1-2 count. Popped him up, right field. Edison going back, flipped off the hat, and he will make the catch at the warning track for the second out. That went a little further than I thought. The way it came off the bat, I thought it was going to be kind of a shallow pop-up, but Edison just kept going back, and at one point took his hand, and just flipped off his hat.
And brings to the plate the third baseman from Bayside Area Little League, number 17, Kyle Narvaez.
Look, and Edison, just like his pitcher, Ramirez, has a lot of hair. And I guess that brim was getting in his way. He said, just get this thing off. Makes the catch at the warning track. So 2 outs here, and now Kyle Narvaez. And he will swing and miss at the first pitch. He's 0 for 2 tonight. Pitch misses away. Silva tried to frame it, didn't get the call, so count goes even 1-1. Back up the middle, and Ramirez loses his hat. It hit off his glove, but it kind of went up in the air, and he was able to kind of corral it in and make the throw to first to retire to side. So 3 up, 3 down as we move to the top of the 7th inning. Dickinson leading 9-1. We'll be back.
Legacy Sports Network, now celebrating 18 years of broadcasting excellence. We are your home for local high school sports coverage. Expect excellent audio and video production. Whether you're listening at home or at the game, find us at lsnsports.com. Legacy Sports Network, building a legacy one game at a time.
Changes for the Clear Falls Knights. Now playing first base from Bayside Area Little League is number 6, Dave Holyfield.
And judging by the smile that's written on his face, there's nothing I can do.
Now playing third base from League City is number 19, Miles August. Now playing right field from League City, Little League, number 12, Caleb Stasny.
All right, so a lot of defensive changes as you're hearing here over the
Now
speakers.
playing left field from Bayside Area Little League, number 13, Samuel Evans.
So you got Evans in left field, Stasny takes over in right field, Holyfield goes to first base, and August at third. Middle infield will remain with Aubrey Frock and Tony Churka. Justin Pitcher remains in center field. Behind the plate will be Caden Kelly still, and
we still have Ryder Chilton from Bayside Area Little League on the mound.
As you just heard, Chilton remains on the mound as well.
Leading off the inning for the Dickinson Gators is the catcher, number 11, Diego Silva.
All right, so Silva leading things off here in the top of the 7th inning. He's 1 for 3 tonight with with a run scored. Actually, I take it back. He didn't score the run. It was his courtesy runner. He'll be followed by Brady Chadwick and Cash Hillebrand. Fly ball to center field. Pitcher moves over to his right and makes the catch for the first out.
That brings to the plate the left fielder, number 3, Brady Chadwick.
All right, so Brady Chadwick now at the plate. He swings and misses at the pitch high for strike 1. Chadwick 3 for 3 tonight. 2 singles, a double, 3 RBIs, and a run scored. Curveball misses high, evens the count at 1-1. 1-1 in the dirt, but gets away from Kelly. Nobody on base, so. It looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter in the on-deck circle for Hillebrand. It's going to be Harper. Yeah, Chris Harper in the on-deck circle. Popped him up. August comes over from third, but it's going to keep drifting over the fence of the dugout. So count will go to 2-2.
Brady Bombs, let's go.
2-2 pitch on the way from Chilton is going to be popped up in foul territory. Kelly settles underneath it and will make the catch for the second out.
Once again, a nice play by the catcher from League City Little League there, number 5, Caden Kelly.
All right, so now pinch hitting is going to be Chris Harper, as we mentioned.
Coming up to the plate for the Dickinson Gators is number 15, Chris Harper.
He's pinch hitting for Cash Hillebrand, who was 1 for 3 tonight with an RBI and a run scored. Struck out his last 2 at bats, though, so Harper gets a chance as he looks at a pitch low for ball 1. Misses outside, 2-0. Harper did not get in the game on Tuesday night. Pitched outside, misses his own, 3-0. Foul tipped that one as he had the green light on the 3-0, but he fouled it into the netting. Can hear a little bit of heated debate from some kids. 3-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Now 3-2. Looks like, or they're going to say he foul tipped it. Yeah. Heated debate by some kids on something. I guess some game they're playing. Lots of argument on the rules. All right, so 2 outs, 3-2 pitch on the way from Chilton. Swung on and missed, and after going behind 3-0 to the pinch hitter Harper, 3 straight pitches to strike him out. Third strikeout of the game for Chilton, and we will move to the bottom of the 7th inning with Dickinson leading 9-1.
Life happens. Maybe a work trip, a family event, or you just want to watch the game at home. Don't let the tickets go to waste. With Quick Assist, your seat gets listed for sale on every major marketplace simultaneously. No more juggling apps or stressing over resale. We make it fast and hassle-free, so you save time and put money back in your pocket. From pro to college, Quick Assist has you covered. Download the Quick Assist app by scanning the QR code on our Legacy Sports Network website. Quick Assist, your ticket everywhere.
Now pitching for the Dickinson Gators is number 10, Lorenzo Aguirre. Another defensive change for the Gators, now playing first base, number 14, Isaac Ramirez.
So as you just heard there, Ramirez is off the mound, and he's going to move to first base. Aguirre's going to come from first onto the mound in relief with a 9-1 lead over the Clear Falls Knights down to the final 3 outs. So you hear a little bit of staying alive. Well, it's fitting because Knights are still alive. They still have a chance. Maybe not with this game, but with the playoff picture, they do. Deer Park losing.
Your Clear Falls Knights from NASA Area Little League is the center fielder, number 22, Justin Pitcher.
So Deer Park losing last night to Clear Springs moves them to 6-6, and if this score stays with Clear Falls, they will be 2 games behind the Deer Park Deer with only 2 left to play, and they play Clear Lake next week. Clear Falls does. Deer Park plays these very tough Dickinson Gators who are still fighting for a district championship. So if there's a sweep by the Gators and if Clear Falls can sweep Clear Lake, they will play for that 4th and final playoff spot. Trying to check a swing, did not go around as it missed the zone for ball 1. And we said we will follow this team as far as they go. So if there is a game to decide who gets that 4th and final playoff spot, we will have it on the air. And if they do make the playoffs, we will follow them as far as they go, as that pitch is fouled off out of play to even the count at 1-1. So Tuesday's game will be at Clear Lake. First pitch at 6 p.m. Our pregame will kick off at 5:45. And then a week from tonight, finish out district play right here. Breaking pitch taken for strike 2. Shot to the right side is going to get through the hole, so Justin Pitcher
Nice single to the right side.
on base
by
twice
center fielder
here
Justin
tonight.
Pitcher. Once again from NASA Area Little League.
So now he has 2 of the 4 hits for the Knights here tonight. Now Caden Kelly's going to come in
Next
and
up
hit
Knights
for
is
the designated hitter,
catcher
Caden
from League
Calderon.
City. Number 5, Caden Kelly.
So Calderon was 0 for 2 tonight with a strikeout, so now Caden Kelly with the opportunity. And pitch down in the dirt, stopped by Silva to keep it where it is and keep Pitcher at first base. Caden wearing some bright yellow batting gloves. Swings that bat around with the left hand and now sets it on that right shoulder as he looks at a pitch high for ball 2. And Gary's hat now comes off, man. Everybody's hat's falling off on Dickinson's side when they're pitching. He has a lot of hair himself. One 0 pitch high, 2-0. Burgess in the on-deck circle. So 2-0 count here to the pinch hitter, Caden Kelly, as he looks at strike 1. So Caden Kelly came in defensively for Aubrey Frock when the pitching change happened as Frock moved to second base. So Caden Kelly has been behind the plate, and now he is pinch hitting for the designated hitter, Calderon. He's looking at a 3-1 count. Pitch is high, throwback to first is not in time, doesn't matter, it's ball 4. All right, so Burgess is going to come in and pinch hit. And it's going to be Andrew Moreno, courtesy running at first base.
First base from League City Little League is number 26, Andrew Moreno.
So Moreno, courtesy running at first
Stepping into the
base.
left-handed batter's box.
Pitcher at second base, and now it's going to be Sean Burgess
Number
pinch hitting
27, Sean Burgess.
for Ryder Chilton, who is 0 for 2 tonight. So the lefty Burgess takes on the righty Aguirre. With nobody out, once again, Clear Falls. They got some ducks on the pond here. They just got to try to find a way to bring them in. But they're facing a tall deficit, trailing 9-1. First pitch catches his own for strike 1.
Looking good, 1-0.
Swing and a miss from the lefty Burgess. He will go down in the count quickly, 0-2. And it looks like Samuel Evans is in the on-deck circle for Griffin. Burgess Tuesday night was 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Looks at that pitch outside now, 1-2. Here's the 1-2, and that's going to be in the dirt. Evens things up at 2 apiece. Good stop by Silva. Keeps the runners right where they are.
Boom, boom, boom.
2-2 pitch. Caught him looking, buckled the knees with the breaking ball, and Burgess will go down on strikes for the first out here in the bottom of the 7th. Knights down to their final 2 outs.
That brings to the plate from Bayside, Area Little League, number 13, Samuel Evans.
So another lefty and Samuel Evans coming to the plate. Throw back to first. They try to do a back pick. Pitch was high for a ball. Lays off a pitch low. 2-0 now here to Evans, looking to drive in another run with pitcher standing at second. Courtesy runner Moreno at first for the Knights. Way outside now, 3-0. So Gary's had some trouble finding the zone here in this at bat against another lefty in Evans. 3-0 taken all the way. Ball 4 as it was high. And now the bases are loaded. All right, so now it's going to be Miles August pinch hitting.
Number 12, Caleb Stasny.
Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. It's Stasny is pinch hitting. My apologies. First pitch he looks at is a strike. So bases loaded, 1 out, trailing 9-1. Stasny with a chance to try to get some runs on the board for the Knights. And he looks at a pitch that's going to catch the zone, another breaking ball. Oh, 0-2 pitch from Aguirre. Silva tried to frame it, but it definitely broke a little too far out. One, 2 is high. He's going to even things up as Gary's hat falls off again. All right, 2-2 pitch on the way. Breaking ball is a little low, got away from Silva, but didn't roll too far. So now the count is full with 1 out, bases loaded. Holyfield in the on-deck circle for the Knights. Payoff pitch on the way. Swung on and missed, and Stasny will go down on strikes. Was out in front of the breaking ball. Probably anticipating more of a fastball.
And that brings to the plate the first baseman from Bayside, Area Little League, number 6, Cade Holyfield.
Holyfield came in as a pinch hitter in Tuesday's contest, but did not get on base as he grounded out as that pitch was in the dirt. Low again, 2-0. So Knights down to their final out, trailing 9-1, but they got the bases loaded, so chance to at least get a few more runs. As he tried to check his swing, but he went around. Pitch was low and away, so it would have been a ball more than likely. That one caught the zone, 2-2 now. So Knights down to their final strike.
Hey, you got a defense. Let him hit that one. Let him earn that one.
Two pitch. Swung on and missed, and Aguirre comes in and strikes out the side to end the ball game, and the Dickinson Gators will win this game 9-1. And they will move to 9-3 in district play, keeping pace with the Clear Creek Wildcats. All right, so that's going to do it for us here. So once again, your final score, 9-1, Dickinson Gators over the Clear Falls Knights in a tough series. Swept only for the second time this season are the Knights, and they will drop to 4-8 in district play. But district still remains alive, so make sure you're tuning in next week because the Clear Falls Knights take on the Clear Lake Falcons. And Deer Park plays these Dickinson Gators next week, and the way we've seen them play, there's a good chance they might sweep Deer Park Deer. And if that happens and Clear Falls can sweep their series against Clear Lake, then there will be a one-game playoff for that fourth and final playoff spot. And right now, Brazoswood sits at 4-7 as well, so it's going to be a very interesting final week of the season, and it's going to be a week you don't want to miss. So make sure you tune in. We're going to be on the air 6 p.m. Tuesday at Clear Lake. Pregame starts at 5:45, and then we're back here at home to close out district play a week from today. So once again, your final score: Dickinson Gators 9, Clear Falls Knights 1. I'm Ryan Gentile for the Legacy Sports Network. Everybody have a fantastic weekend. It's supposed to rain. Stay dry. We'll catch you on Tuesday. Have a good night, everybody.
You've been listening to Greater Houston Area High School Baseball on the Legacy Sports Network. Copyright 2026.